Little brother Seth Rollins. Exactly, no pop.
Welcome to the most must-see WWE talk show in history. Welcome to Miz TV.
Hey, TBK here. Got another great one for y'all. We got WWE Smackdown live show commentary reaction. And with the bonus, we got Rhea Ripley, who will finally dethrone her. Who will finally dethrone Mommy. So we got a good one for today. Great episode to say the least. Great episode to say the least. Still don't get my rating on it. But other than that, this was a lot of non-stop action with SmackDown tonight. But like I said, we'll go over the moments and later on go to the bonus round. So we are here at the Red Carpet Ring on YouTube. Also, I am live on X right now currently, and also live on Rumble. Now, after the regular show end of the review and everything on SmackDown, before we get to the bonus round, we'll say goodbyes to X. But we'll continue on Red Carpet Ring on YouTube and Rumble only. And then I will call the signal to say the goodbyes after the SmackDown episode tonight. But other than that, before we get to that, we are at officially the road to WrestleMania. We are here. We are definitely here. No doubt about it. And it's going to be very interesting. But let's get into it. Let's go. Let's see what's going to hit us. Let's start this road here because we are definitely going there. Now, we got here, before we start, we got KO. KO cut a promo. Well, actually, Logan Paul started the promo, and he stated how he defeated Kevin Owens and greatest win, talking trash, but he gave KO his due. Say KO, he's a tough guy. He got Logan Paul pretty bad. Took a shot at Mayweather, said I took more hits to KO than I did Mayweather. He also said that Kevin Owens is not going to get another title shot for the United States Championship. Then he also said that Brass Knuckles, he got caught empty-handed. And he basically took a shot at Kevin Owens, saying, everything you try to do, Kevin Owens got caught. Logan Paul brought the Brass Knuckles to the ring. He still retained his championship. But was due to, of course, disqualification. Then KO comes out. He said that, he wants to beat the hell out of Logan Paul. He had a match with Austin Theory. I'm not getting to that match. Don't care for it too much. But other than that, I can see a Kevin Owens versus Logan Paul in the near future for the United States Championship. Since Kevin Owens did not win at World Rumble, as I predicted, I knew that Logan Paul would cheat. It's just the only difference was Logan Paul did cheat, but it was Kevin Owens who got the brass knuckles and was caught red-handed, and the match ended with Logan Paul retaining, not Kevin Owens winning the United States Championship. But I could definitely see another match with them. Look for Kevin Owens and Logan Paul at WrestleMania 40 for the United States Championship. They're going to run that back. So we already know that's what's going to happen. They're going to run that bad boy back. We're going to get a part 2 from these guys. So that's all I have regarding that particular segment. Now, we got to welcome 2 new members of SmackDown. We got 2 people that came to SmackDown. We got Tiffany Stratton. She's one. It was rumors saying that she was going to that she was going to come to Monday Night Raw, I heard, because I know in real life she's dating Kaiser from, the Imperium group. And they said it was him, but I know normally it was the old Vince McMahon rule. I know WWE don't even like using that word these days anymore. Anyway, that they normally keep couples, spouses on the same show, but it's not a Vince McMahon era anymore. Very clear that it's not. Things are definitely changed in the whole WWE landscape of things. So Tiffany's on SmackDown. We all knew she was going to come to the main roster due to her, having a great run at NXT, former NXT Women's Champion. Also, her performance at Royal Rumble was spectacular. And I heard that hires were very, very impressed with Tiffany. With that being said, that she was very soon was going to get a main roster run, and they was not kidding. Here we are. Tiffany Stratton is on SmackDown. Friday Night SmackDown, you will see her. But not only Tiffany Stratton joined the Blue Brand tonight, we got Naomi, who's returned to WWE. Also, she returns to the Blue Brand. As I stated a couple minutes ago, Tiffany, her real life spouse is Jimmy Uso, part of Bloodline. He is on the Blue Brand as well. So that's why I was kind of surprised that Tiffany would be on SmackDown, knowing that her boyfriend's still on Raw, unless they have issues and they're broken up or something. I just saw him at the Love and WWE premiere this past week together. So, but other than that, Naomi is a part of SmackDown again. She was on SmackDown before when she was the Women's Champion. Glow when it was called SmackDown Women's Championship. So SmackDown's nothing new to her. Just different faces, different management. But when she was in WWE, she was mostly a SmackDown branded superstar. So Naomi just returned her home. Everybody's happy to see her. Then Tiffany, she slapped Mia Yim, had a match with her. Great first match with Tiffany. She defeated Mia Yim, did the prettiest moonsault, 1, 2, 3. I can say right now, Tiffany Stratton, I said this before when she was on NXT, that she's going to definitely be a force to be reckoned with on the main roster. But not only that, even Charlotte Flair said this at, I believe, the maybe SummerSlam Payback, Survivor Series press conference, that Tiffany Stratton is the future of the women's division. And I can see her taking Charlotte's spot. Because she do the moonsaults good. She don't botch like Charlotte do. Sorry, Charlotte, I know she's hurt, but truth's a truth. Truth is truth here. But great match, great kickoff with Tiffany Stratton, and her and Naomi is on officially SmackDown. Both of those ladies on SmackDown, good. But let's get to two good parts of SmackDown tonight. And we knew this was coming. It was not a shocker to people that's been following WWE, specifically SmackDown in this case. Now, we got Damage Control. Now, earlier, they had a little disagreement as, Io and was telling Asuka and Kairi Bayley ends tonight. Says she ends tonight. That's it for her. And, and Bayley overheard this. It kind of reminds me of a particular storyline. If you guys who know the old fans, and kind of this particular scene looks so familiar, and it kind of looks like this one. For those you don't know, back in the day, back in 2005, heading to Road to WrestleMania, that's Triple H and Ric Flair in the room talking about Batista, what brand he's going to go to. Also won the Royal Rumble, similar to Bayley in hit. He had to decide who's going to face. Was going to be at the time Triple H, the Raw World Heavyweight Champion, and they was on the Raw brand, Batista and Evolution, or go to SmackDown and face JBL. And this was the plan that Triple H had set up to make pretend that JBL was trying to run Batista down with his limo and the bullhorns, but it was really Triple H set the whole thing up. And he was discussing his whole plan, how Batista's dumb, how they going to, do what's right. And Batista overheard it. And then, Batista powerbomb Triple H and Flair. Well, he beat up Flair Powerbomb Triple H only, and he challenged Triple H at WrestleMania 21 for the World Heavyweight Championship, in which he did win. So just want to notate that this is a similar scene. I think that's where this scene, like I said, greatly executed, by the way. It was inspired by Batista and Evolution. Like I said, great storytelling of Damage Control. So we hear this, and I feel bad for Bayley. She looks so hurt. Bayley's been a heel for the past 4 years, or 5 years. But yeah, she's been a heel since back in late 2019 when SmackDown premiered on Fox. Anyway, we see that, and then later on, they come to the ring as a unit. As a unit, we got Damage Control. Even though Bayley know what's going on behind the scenes, saying, "Hey, you guys ain't slick." So we get them coming out to the ring. Then Bayley cuts the promo stating that, "Hey, I was going to make a decision who she's going to choose on Friday instead of Monday, because we all thought she's going to make her announcement Monday, challenging Rhea Ripley for the Women's World Title." And Rhea Ripley, I will get into on the bonus round, like I said before. She said, I want to face her. And then Nia Jax interrupted Rhea Ripley when she was responding to Bayley, who she's going to challenge. She took her out, squashed her, as Nia Jax said, and then she got in Bayley's face, intimidated her, and basically, she said, if you're going to try to face Rhea, she ain't going to make it to WrestleMania, give her a warning, and basically, you know what, I'll just wait till Friday. I'll just wait till Friday. In her words. So we're here Friday, fast forward to Friday. And she said, Damage Control, I thought we was together. I thought we was a unit. Bayley always said that she wanted the best for Damage Control, which is correct. Bayley, for the most part, for Damage Control, is taking the L's, taking all the pinfalls, like Survivor Series and the tag team matches. But she also had, a couple screw-ups too. But she did was there when Io won her women's championship. But anyway, she was saying, since all three of them are of Japanese culture, they were speaking Japanese language, and really said that, which was great, saying, "I know what you guys say about me, talking about me." And they looked all shocked. And then Bayley said, "What's up with y'all?" She started to confront Io face to face. Before you know it, she gets attacked by Kairi Sane and Asuka. They beating her up. While Bayley's down on the ground, she does grab a bat. Well, I'm sorry, a little pole there. And she attacks Kairi and Asuka. And then we see this still right here of Io holding her championship and Bayley holding her weapon. And it seemed like she's going to do it. And then, we had a little stare down for a quick moment. We stared each other down. And next thing you know, after, Io got out the ring, Bayley made her decision. It was so obvious. Bayley's going to choose Io Sky as a WrestleMania 40 opponent. So it's official. This is the first WrestleMania 40 match that we have for WrestleMania. Like I said, it's the road to WrestleMania we're in right now. It'll be Io Sky, the WWE Women's Champion, versus now former member of Damage Control, Bayley. So Bayley would challenge Io for the WWE Women's Championship. First match for the WrestleMania 40, WrestleMania XL in Philadelphia in April 6th. So we got our match. This, I have to say, like I said, I love how the whole Damage Control is going down. I love how this whole thing's been initiated. I like how the story's told from the beginning. We saw signs as Bayley confronted Io. We were a family. She said it was me, you, and Dakota. The Aris, Kyrie, and Asuka joined Damage Control, which was back in this over a month ago, a little over a month and a half ago, that Io's changed. And we saw that. We knew that Bayley was going to turn on Bayley. We thought there was time it was going to flip on Bayley, but they didn't. And we knew that, it was going to come to the climax of the whole thing of them breaking up. and it happened tonight. And this was perfectly executed. Damage Control, I like Damage Control, but they kept losing for a while. But at the same time, they were telling the story, and they had some wins. You had Io Sky winning the Money in the Bank contract for the women's this past July. Then she go to SummerSlam a month later to cash in on Bianca Belair to become WWE Women's Champion. Then her and Dakota Kai were tag team champions on 2 separate occasions when that was on Monday Night Raw. Then recently, last week, the Kabuki Warriors, which is Asuka and Kairi Sane, win the tag team champions again from the Katana Chance and Kaden Carter. And then Bayley, of course, this past Saturday wins the Royal Rumble. So it's like they're at their most high and everything comes crashing down. But Bayley is a babyface again. And we're going to get Io versus Bayley, which is the match we all wanted. We know that we didn't want to see Rhea versus Bayley. That's not a bad match, but that's not great for the story. Like Cody Rhodes, you got to finish the story. You got to finish it correctly. So this is the best way to for the story to end. It's the end of Damage Control as far as Bayley being in it, and it's going to be one-on-one Bayley versus Io. I like Io, great competitor, but not a properly booked champion. And I think it's time, to get the championship off her. She had the championship since August, so she's going to have it. We're going to WrestleMania win in February right now. She's going to have it for a good, I would say, how long she had it now? 6 months now, so pretty much be 8 months. So she had a lengthy title reign. Will she get another one? That remains to be seen. I right now I doubt it because of the stacked roster. We just got Tiffany Stratton tonight. Naomi's back, and other women will be coming up to the main roster. But like I said, this is that one of the highlights of the night is Damage Control. Bayley picking her WrestleMania 40 opponent finally, and now it's going to be against Io as we all predicted for the most part. At least I did. But this was a great segment and great story heading into WrestleMania 40. And definitely, I got more money on Bayley winning this one. She will defeat Io and become the brand new WWE Women's Champion. Bayley hasn't had a title in a minute. She hasn't held any title, not any singles title, no tag team title, anything. She just was the leader of Damage Control. But now, like I said, great match. Great segment. And it's going to be a great match between them. And I see that happening. Definitely see that happening. It's going to be good. I have nothing bad to say about this segment. It's definitely a come up. It's going to be a great. It's going to be a good match. They'll put on a great show. We never seen, those two face off against each other. Not Io and Bayley. So only time will tell what's going to happen. Only time will tell. But these two are going to do their thing. And Bayley could go on her own and become, champion. And it'll be the first time she held the championship as a babyface in a minute. So it's going to be great. But that's all I have regarding this whole segment of the Damage Control, Bayley, and Io. And we all got it set. We all got it set now. It's going to be a WrestleMania 40 for the Women's Championship. Now, not only did we have Tiffany Stratton and Naomi for SmackDown, we also had another face. We had Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker's name was mentioned on Raw when Nick Aldis went to Monday Night Raw. Remember when Andrade was signing his contract as he's official member of Monday Night Raw? Nick Aldis had his phone out saying, I got to take this call. It's Braun Breaker. The Braun Breaker came in. Adam Pearce showed up on SmackDown, just like Nick Aldis showed up on Raw. He said, I wouldn't make that mistake. And Braun Breaker told Nick Aldis, let me take time to look this over. And Braun Breaker told Adam Pearce that he would be at Raw this week. So we are not only seeing Braun Breaker tonight, we're going to see him on Monday Night Raw. And that will be for the February 5th edition. So Braun Breaker will not only be on SmackDown tonight as we see him right here, he will also be on Monday Night Raw for the 5th. So we don't know which brand gonna officially join, but I know wherever brand he's on, he's gonna he gonna make some noise. Braun Breaker is the former 2-time NXT champion, currently on the NXT brand. I know we got NXT Vengeance Day coming up. That's coming up, and that would be Sunday coming up. And I know he's also in this particular match is himself and Baron Corbin versus Trick and Mello. So more likely this will be Braun Breaker's last NXT PLE that he'll be in. You know, and I heard rumors that Carmelo and Trick will be going to the main roster as well, mainly SmackDown. But I don't know what brand that Braun Breaker is going to since he's going to Raw. So only time will tell. But I know where brand goes, like I said, it's gonna be great. Also, besides Braun Breaker, we saw another familiar face on SmackDown tonight. And the person we saw was Jade Cargill. So she was on there. I don't know what brand she's gonna be on because she could go to Raw too. Because we need a brand for her to go to. And similar to Braun Breaker, I know Jade Cargill, and she's from AEW. She's never been on NXT. I know she's on the wrestling for 3 years, but she's gonna wreak havoc wherever she goes to as well. She's gonna make some noise. So, but I would like to see her on Raw. I mean, SmackDown, they're pretty much stacked. We got Bayley and Io, Kyrie, Asuka. Now we got Tiffany Stratton, Naomi, Charlotte Flair when she returns from injury. Shotzi, forget about Shotzi, and others. So, and Bianca, of course, and then Mia Yim. Yeah, like I said, I would like to see Jade on Raw, but she's going to SmackDown. That'd be great too. But I think it would be great to have her on there. I think it'd be very good to have her on there. Like I said, I like to see the storyline built. You know, it'd be definitely some good rivalries that Jay will get into. There will definitely be some good and see what women's title that she compete for. Because at some point, at any given time, we know that Jay's gonna come out with either the WWE Women's World Championship or she's gonna come out with the WWE Women's Championship. Whether she's on SmackDown for the Women's Championship or Raw for the Women's World title, it's inevitable. She will win at some point, and if not so right away, she'll win the tag team gold. They saying Bianca should be a tag team, whoever. She's winning some gold because I think she has it. Unlike AEW, they didn't know what to do with her. But that's all I have regarding. That's what two new SmackDown people and 2 more possible SmackDown stars. But we're gonna get to the nitty gritty. We got Roman Reigns, and it's him and Cody. Now we know that Cody came to he came to SmackDown tonight to address Roman, but he came to decide his challenger because Monday Night Raw, Seth Rollins stated that what title you want to go for, you should come for my title. Do you want to go for the Hollywood title, which is Roman's belt, which is politicking, or do you want to go for the championship that is the blue collar championship, the workhorse championship, which is currently Seth holds the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, something similar to what Dusty had. Now Roman, before he addressed Cody, he did come out and he said that basically it was funny because he said, I had to talk about Seth Rollins at first. He addressed the whole Seth Rollins thing, and I'm kind of glad he did because Seth Rollins been running his mouth too much about Roman, and Roman never says anything to Seth, never says anything about him at all. He's pretty much quiet for the most part, really don't say anything, and I kind of understand why Roman was doing that. because Roman, like I said, he never addressed anything about Seth. He called him his little brother, he said his little brother, whatever. And he's saying that, Seth, he basically took, took, he threw shade at Seth, and as well deserved. And he said too that this guy wants to talk about he's the guy. Roman said, I've worked 10 times less than you, and I'm still over than you. I'm still the better superstar. He said, you talking about you the guy, and he threw shade saying you up here wearing your wife's clothes, which is what I've been saying. And he said too that that championship that you hold, Seth Rollins, I've beaten everyone that competed for that championship, which is true. He's defeated Drew McIntyre. He's defeated Sami Zayn. He's defeated Jey Uso. He's defeated Shinsuke, I believe he defeated Shinsuke too. Shinsuke used to be on SmackDown. And he said it. I mean, he said it best. And that's where I've been feeling about Seth. Like, Roman never says nothing about you. Why are you throwing shade at Roman? It's like Seth is jealous of Roman, because Seth, no matter how much you defend the belt, no many times you defend it, no matter how many matches you put on, you're still not going to be on Roman Reigns' level. It doesn't matter what you do. And I think Seth knows that's why he tries extra hard. That's what Roman had to address.
Little brother Seth Rollins. Exactly, no pop.
Yeah, and that's why he said no pop. Seth Rollins, he's a great competitor, but he's not the world champion level. He's not a box office draw. He's never been a box office draw. He's not on Roman's level as far as popularity and box office numbers. When Roman comes to an arena, people pay to see him, just like they pay to see John Cena, just like they pay to see The Rock, other champions. They don't pay to see Seth Rollins. And Seth, you run your mouth saying, Roman, he never defends the belt. This is a working title. And like Roman said it too, you are a number two. And he asked Cody, said it best. Do you want to compete to be number two, or do you want to take another shot at being number one again? So Roman has some very, very good points, and he had a good rebuttal against what Seth Rollins was saying about him. Because he always said, I remember when the world title first, they had the tournament for the world title, Paul Heyman was on the Raw, and Seth Rollins go tell Paul Heyman, don't worry, Roman doesn't have to run from me anymore. And I'm like, Roman never ran from you. What are you talking about? You came at him. So he had a good point about Seth Rollins. But other than that, after that, he mentioned the whole thing with Cody Rhodes, saying, do you want to challenge me, the guy? This is the title. And Cody Rhodes said some good things too. He said Seth Rollins, said some things I agree with, but he said that's the Hollywood title. He said no, it's not. He said that's the title that Bruno Sammartino hold. And he said that's the belt that was in my dad's hands. Meaning, I think he was facing Bruno Sammartino that match, and he said the title was taken away from him. What Cody meant by that is the title. Cody Rhodes' dad, Dusty Rhodes, had a match against Bruno Sammartino. I believe could be another champion. It may not have been Bruno. If not Bruno, maybe superstar Billy Graham, but I think it was Bruno. I could be wrong. I know that Dusty Rhodes won the title by countout. I know that's right. And you cannot win a title off countout. Count on disqualification, the championship remains with the champion. So Dusty had the title, but he did not win the championship. And that's the title that Cody wants to compete for. Now, Cody Rhodes said that I will, have a match with you, Roman Reigns, for the title, but not now. So there'll be no Cody versus Roman Part 2 for now. Now, when is the tentative date for this match? Since it's not going to happen at WrestleMania 40, it could be, like I said, Cody and Roman. They already faced off at WrestleMania last year. But for them to do it again, it's going to have to be on another big stage. I would say maybe a Money in the Bank. Maybe a SummerSlam. Maybe, a Survivor Series type match. I don't know. It's going to be on the big stage again, not WrestleMania, because we are not getting that. And Cody is not going to challenge Roman for the WWE, for the undisputed WWE Universal title. He's not going to challenge him for it. And he said that he has some counsel, has someone to talk to, everything. And he said, we already know who it was, but he said, hey, I got someone that counsel me. He knows you very well. And he came out, and we already know who it is. When he came out, his music hit, it popped. One of the biggest pops. Like, now, Roman said no pop for Seth, but this guy definitely had a pop. And the pop we got tonight was no other than The Rock. The Rock comes out, electrifying, coming out, and he comes out, whatever. He doesn't say anything. Well, his presence is enough. Comes out with the crowd. The music hits. Everybody was happy. Roman looked very surprised when he saw The Rock. Then that's when we know The Rock comes to the ring, talks to Cody. They tell Cody best so many words. We good. I got this. We good. I got this, Cody. I'm going to address Rock said a few weeks ago at day one, PLE on Raw, I want to sit at the head of the table. And ever since then, Rock would have been involved in the TKO deals, Netflix deal, we're doing press conference. Now we finally get what we've been asking for years. We're getting to the meat and potatoes of this whole thing of why The Rock is back in WWE. We're going to get the WrestleMania match. Finally, we're going to get the match. The Rock versus Roman Reigns, WrestleMania 40. It is about time. We're getting The Rock, the great one, the Brahma Bull versus Roman Reigns, Tribal Chief, head of table, WrestleMania 40. It's there. We got it. And we all knew this when Rock said, when he came at day one, said, I'm going to sit at the head of the table. So we knew that was going to happen. That's what we were expecting of the whole thing. We got Rock and Roman. And like I said, despite the politic and contrary to popular belief, this is a blockbuster money-making match. And why you think when WrestleMania 40 was announced and to get tickets on sale, well, pre-sale actually for Philadelphia, why do you think they sold out so fast? Because people knew, the fans knew, not just WrestleMania itself. They knew this match was going to happen at some point. We knew he was going to get The Rock versus Roman at WrestleMania 40. We knew he was going to get that. That's why the tickets sold out so fast. We knew that Rock was going to eventually come around. So many rumors over the years it was going to be Rock and Roman. We knew that was going to happen. So now we got it. The Rock versus Roman. WrestleMania 40. Like I said, this is officially the road to WrestleMania. We are here. We are here. It's here. It's no other way around it. We can't go back. We got Elimination Chamber later this month. We got NXT Vengeance Day this Sunday. Then we have Elimination Chamber. And then after Elimination Chamber, which is I think 24th or 25th, near the end of this month, we got WrestleMania in April. And then, it's the big daddy of them all. The WrestleMania, which is our Super Bowl, which is our NBA Finals or our World Series, or whatever you want to call it, or our Stanley Cup. This is it. So I'm happy about it. You guys in live chat and playback, based on what you see so far, what do you think of the whole thing? What do you guys expect? I expect, like I said, it's going to be a good one. Definitely going to be a good one. I wouldn't see it go down any other way. It's going to be it's going to be better than last year. I can say that much. But thus far, you guys got to let me know what you think of the whole thing, of this segment and the whole setup. We got two setups going on. We got Io and Bayley. Now we got Rock and Roman. So we got two matches on the card already. And this, like I said, great setup. Now, that being said, we this is pretty much the end of WWE Smackdown live show commentary reaction, but I'm going to give my final grading. What did I think of SmackDown tonight? 5 out of 5. It was a great SmackDown. I really didn't have to make complaints regarding SmackDown tonight. I mean, we already had a great, story with Kevin Owens and Logan Paul. At least I'm entertained by it. And we see that they're going to have a rematch. And then we had a promo cut I didn't talk about of LWO, of Santos, Electro Lopez, and Garza and Humberto. We got them. And then I know it was a match for the tag team number one contendership. We got, I think, P. Dunne, not known as Butch anymore, but back to P. Dunne and Tyler Bate won that match. Yeah, I know Street Profits and Bobby Lashley had their thing against Final Testament. Bobby Lashley speared Karrion Kross, falling B-Fab, attacking Scarlett. So that was it. Nothing too crazy about those segments and matches. But we had great segments off that. Rhea Ripley, who's in this still here, she was at SmackDown tonight, seeing who Bayley was going to challenge. So we saw Rhea tonight. She didn't do nothing. She just went backstage and watched. The whole Bayley Io Sky story, amazing. Great storytelling, like I said earlier. Then, of course, Roman and Cody. And Cody stepping to the side and going to face Seth. And we got Rock and Roman, which is what everybody wanted to see. So, like I said, it was a great SmackDown. Great way to kick off the road to WrestleMania. Great SmackDown after the Royal Rumble. And great rivalries heading up to WrestleMania. So, like I said, you guys let me know what you think of SmackDown tonight. Great show. Looking forward to next week's Raw around the corner, then the next SmackDown. Because it's only going to get better leading up to WrestleMania. The stories are getting intense. The rivalries are getting hot. And WrestleMania is just around the corner. So, now that's all I have regarding WWE Smackdown live show commentary reaction. Now we're going to, like I said, we got to say our goodbyes to X. Bye-bye, X. You want to catch more? Come to the Red Carpet Ring on YouTube to me talk about the bonus round. And we will do just that. Now, with that being said, we're going to continue on. We're going to head to the bonus round right now. Give me 1 second. And let's see. Who should have thrown Mommy? Who's beating Rhea for her women's title? Who would have thrown her? Who would have thrown her? Who would have thrown Mommy? So we're in the bonus round right now. It's another edition of Wrestling Week News, Wrestling News Week, day and night. Who would have thrown her? We're going to talk about Rhea Ripley and her great championship run that she's had. She's been on a great championship run. Let's get into that right now. And we will talk about possible contenders that would challenge Rhea, and maybe even, like I said, one of them have a good shot at the throne at her. So let's head into that now. Let's see what happens and who's going to beat Mommy. Because Mommy's always on top, they say. Always on top. Let's go. All right. So now we got Rhea Ripley. Let's talk about Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley, who is the WWE Women's Champion. She has been champion for over 300 days. Now, she won the championship originally at WrestleMania 39, defeated Charlotte. And she's a part of Judgment Day, pretty much the leader of Judgment Day. And she's been beating everyone they put in front of her. You name it, she's defeated Zoe Stark. She's defeated Maxine Dupree. I know she's not a big contender. She's defeated Selena Vega at Backlash. She defeated 4 women in a 5-way match at Crown Jewel. Nia Jax, Shayna, Zoe, and can't think of the other one. Oh yeah, Raquel Rodriguez. She defeated her too. You know, Raquel's out right now. Raquel, she's defeated. Charlotte, she beat for the belt. You know, she's defeated a lot of people. I mean, Rhea's been on a great run, and I got to give her due. You know, she even held the belt when it was the formerly known as the WWE Women's Smackdown Championship. Now it's the WWE Women's World Championship. So, like I said, Rhea's on top of the women's division. I don't see anybody that's going to take her down now at this moment. And she's been the top woman on Raw and everything. Now, if you compare her and Io Sky, who both been champions for quite some time, like I said, Rhea over 300 days, and Io Sky about 6 months. Rhea is clearly the better champion. It's not really a comparison, but I have to because Io is the other women's champion on the other brand. She's the top women's champion. Rhea has been dominant. Way better than her first run with, as they call now, the women's championship, the title that Io's holding. She didn't have a proper run. This is right after she got called to main roster following NXT. Rhea's has been doing her thing. There's nothing to stop her. And since she's a part of Judgment Day, you notice when she defends her belt, she pretty much now need no help. No Damian, no Finn, definitely no Dominic, no nothing. She does everything on her own, and I got to give her due. She's one of my favorite champions right now, and she's one of the top champions. I like Judgment Day. If I had to name anybody at Judgment Day whose career that has risen since joining Judgment Day, I would have to say Rhea. Rhea's, you know, she's Monday Night Mommy. She said mommy's always on top. You know, that's true. I mean, she is always on top. She's beaten everyone that there is to beat. You know, that's what she's done since she's won this championship. Back at WrestleMania 39, they get crowned with the new design of the Women's Championship. She's been doing that since the beginning. You know, I just think at this point, Rhea is, since she held the belt for almost a year, that she is running out of proper challengers. Now she's gonna have challengers, but it's not, the window's getting very, I ain't gonna say it's getting very thin, because we got a lot of new women coming to the main roster on SmackDown, as mentioned earlier. But as far as Rhea goes for a championship run, it's not that many more she should face at this point. It's inevitable, you know. But Rhea, like I said, great champion. I have nothing but almost respect for her as a champion. Now, I know it's getting kind of stale at some points, but there are competitors that's in line to face her. We gotta remember, we had WWE has been going they're literally going through a whole revamp. You know, this past September, WWE was officially owned by TKO, which is a part of Endeavor. That just happened. We got a whole new Raw and SmackDown roster full of women. So we have a lot of new talent. I mean, we saw a couple tonight on SmackDown. We saw, we saw Tiffany Stratton make her debut. We got Naomi, who just returned from TNA. Jade Cargill showed up on SmackDown. You know, we got, Raw. We got Zoe Stark is on Raw. We did face Rhea already. You know, we got her. We got Nia Jax that just came back. And of course, we still got other competitors that can face Rhea. So Rhea's beating most of the people, but she needs some serious challenges at this point. Serious challenges, because I wouldn't want her championship run to go to waste. But definitely something that she's been doing. She's, like I said, she's been leading the whole thing. So, like I said, been champ for almost a year. US 65. I mean, I think it's 305 to be exact. So she got literally 60 days until she becomes champion for a year. Literally 60 days. But like I said, I gotta give Rhea her props. She's been shutting it down. As far as women roster goes, she's been definitely shutting it down. You know, it's not. I have no issues with Rhea being champion. But like I said, she needs some serious competitors at this point in her run because her run's gonna get very stale and it's gonna get boring. And then you don't want the crowd, even though she's a heel, they're starting to cheer her now. And they've been doing this for several months. But even though she's still a heel, you don't want to get the bad boos as champion. And we've seen this with many face champions. They have a long title run. They beat everybody. They don't seem like they can be beatable. And then the crowd start booing them. Then eventually, they end up losing their title and they have to get the belt off of them. So I don't want that to happen with Rhea because Rhea is that chick. She's the one that's been holding it down. She's that lady. But we need some serious competitors for her. Despite her success, despite her, holding it down for the women's division, especially on Monday Night Raw, the number one flagship show, she needs some competitors. The million-dollar question is, who are the competitors to face Rhea Ripley for her women's world title? Who can beat her? That's the question. And we got to see who the possible challenges are. Now, we got Becky Lynch. She's a possible challenger. We got Nia Jax. And later on, we also got, we got Jade Cargill. So yeah, we got some good challenges for her. So Becky, like I said, I see each of these women having a good chance to beat her. Now Jade, I don't know as far as she go. I don't know what brand she's gonna go to, but I do know that she may go to Raw. I would like to see Jade on Raw. But these women, I see these three competitors as being three women that could beat Rhea Ripley and give her a run for her money. I could definitely see it going on. These three women can do it. One of these three can do it. And they have what it takes to beat Rhea Ripley for a women's world title. These are good possible challenges. That's the way I at least see it. But, Becky Lynch hasn't held a world title in a while. I know she held the NXT Women's Championship. Becky will be a good person to beat her. Nia just came on the tear. She actually wanted to take Rhea out on Raw. She can take her out and she can be women's champion. Now, hasn't had many hiccups. And Jade, be a good way to come to Raw, and be good. And she can, dethrone Rhea with her strength. We saw this at the Royal Rumble. But all these three women, whether it's Becky, Nia, or Jade, they can defeat Rhea and take her women's championship. They need to because, like I said, Rhea needs a challenge. And one of these three women can defeat her. I could say at least two of these. I could say three. At some point, one of these three could beat her. We already saw out of Nia. That was a tease. We saw a tease out of that. We saw a tease from Becky a couple months ago. Becky said, the woman, I don't need a championship. I make the championship. So we're going to see a few between Becky and Rhea. Nia, like I said, just took her out. She want to squash people. Nia's not been botching anything since she returned to WWE. She's been doing very well. She could come back and win the title again. Jade, good way to kick off her career. She already lifted Nia. She shut Nia down. Only thing she won't shut Rhea Ripley down. All three of these women have possible claims to win the title. I know Jade Cargill, besides Royal Rumble, hasn't had a singles match, but she has potential. All these women do. Like I said, Becky and I are going to stay on Raw. I would like for Jade to come to Raw to add to this women's division on this brand and to challenge Rhea for her title. I think that's the perfect scenario. And it, like I said, give Rhea a run for her money. Because let's be honest, Rhea has not faced the best challengers. She did face Zoe. I don't think she faced Shayna one-on-one. but she faced Natalya. Nothing on Natalya, but she's not going to beat her. Natalya, Zoe, Selena Vega. Then it gets to the point she had a good match with Ivy Nile, and then Maxine. She needs a brand, someone that we can see that can beat Rhea. That's what we need. Who can beat Rhea? Who is more believable? When I see Becky Lynch, she's believable. When I see Nia Jax right now, she's believable. When I see Jade Cargill, possibly if she comes to Raw, she's also believable to beat Rhea. These are great challenges for her title. This is what Rhea needs. This is what Rhea needs. Rhea needs these challenges because if she wants to be the top woman, mommy's always on top. Well, if mommy wants to be always on top and stay on top, you got to beat what the best has yet to offer for a Raw brand or whatever brand. And I think it comes out of these three for now. Now, I know there's others out there, but it's, to narrow it down, who can beat Rhea, who's getting a run for her money, I think these three women are the challenges that can do that. I can see either one of these three women winning the women's world title at some given point. And it wouldn't be bad. And if Rhea were to lose to one of these three women, it wouldn't be a bad thing. You lost to great competition. You didn't lose to a slouch. You didn't lose to a jobber. You lost to a top grade talent. You lost to someone that may be a generational talent, as they call it now. So it wouldn't be an issue. Becky's won multiple titles. She could beat Rhea. Nia Jax is a former women's champion. She could possibly beat Rhea. She has the size. And Rhea and Jade Cargill, now she's new. She hasn't won championship with WWE, but she's athletic. She has the look. She has what it takes to. Like I said, you're going against the best. That's what makes you the best. You got to go up against the best, and you got to defeat the best and put up the best fight up against the best. That's what makes Rhea Ripley a great world champion. She's a great champion now, but this will make her even much more champion. This will put her on a more higher scale. She faces one of these three women, especially if she defeats all three of them. If she does face all three, obviously, but like I said, I think that's what she has to do to become that champion. Like I said, I like what Rhea's doing with the women's title. As long as Charlotte don't come back from injury and challenge her again. But like I said, Rhea is on top of the women's division. She is on top. There's nothing more that I think she can do. I haven't seen a triple threat match with Rhea. I did see the 5-way, but not a 4-way or a triple threat. Now we could possibly get that. It'd be interesting if we saw, having her have a triple threat match at WrestleMania 40, or maybe a 4-way match. That would be interesting. That would definitely kick things, turn things up a notch with Rhea. But Rhea, she just, man, I knew she always had it. I even saw when she was an NXT Women's Champion. Then when she, I know her first championship on the main roster wasn't that great, but she was a great NXT Women's Champion, and I saw it then. Rhea Ripley came a long way. She was on NXT UK, then came to NXT. She was NXT UK Women's Champion too. Now think of it, she won the NXT UK Women's title, then the NXT Women's title. Then she literally won almost. I think she's the only superstar to win every brand development or main roster women's title. That's why mommy's always on top, like she said. She says that for a reason. She is always on top. So salute to her, man. Salute to her. And she won the Royal Rumble last year at number 1, the first woman to ever to do it in history. Not many women can say that. Bayley did her thing. I'm not taking nothing away from Bayley, but Bayley a great talent too. I would like to see that down the line still, Bayley versus Rhea. But Bayley obviously has a different story. She has to take care of Io Sky. That's why I said this leaves Rhea Ripley without a competitor for WrestleMania. Now the question is, with that being said, since she still don't have a competitor following Bayley's decision to face Io Sky at WrestleMania 40, it is. Is it going to be? I think it's going to be a Elimination Chamber match. At least, Elimination Chamber match, and it'll be for. I think it'll be for Rhea's championship. I think that'll be the best scenario. I mean, it makes perfect sense to do that. I think that'll be the best scenario. So they need to do that. More likely to do it, since the Royal Rumble winner is facing for a SmackDown Women's title, we need to have for this upcoming Elimination Chamber the Elimination Chamber match for Rhea's championship. And I think that's what's going to happen more than likely. That's how it's going down. Like I said, question is, who's going to win that? Who's going to win the Women's World Championship? That's the question. Who's going to win that? It's a good bread reaction. Salute to you. But the question is, who's going to face her? And like I said, it could be. I think it's going to be one of the three women that I mentioned. Or like I said, we could take Jade out the equation since she just showed up on the scene. It could come down to Becky Lynch or Nia Jax. One of those two women is going to end up winning the Elimination Chamber match for an opportunity to face Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania 40. Because at WrestleMania 40, not only Rhea would be champion going into WrestleMania 40, it's pretty much going to be her year mark. That's pretty much what's going to be. Because I know WWE is big on having lengthy title reigns, but will be a fact. But when it comes to it, it's going to be Rhea Ripley walking into WrestleMania as the champion. And the crazy thing about it is, it's going to be a year later. She will be champ for a year at WrestleMania 40. Triple threat. I said that earlier that she needs a triple threat or a four-way. Good bread. Yeah, I said that earlier actually that she may be a triple threat or four-way, one or the other, because she needs to be challenged. And I'm actually going to add that myself because she already had a five-way. It could be a triple threat or four-way that she may end up in. Don't be surprised if it ain't a triple threat. We can get another competitor in the mix. And I know this sounds far-fetched. I know she just returned. I know she's not the best women's competitor. She's known for her looks more than her talent. But let's not forget about this woman. She was the last one to Royal Rumble that Bayley eliminated, and also the last one the year before when Rhea won. So let's not forget about her. Let's highlight her right now. Liv Morgan is the wild card. She could be the one to face Rhea for a title, could be a competitor. I'm not a big fan of Liv Morgan's talent as compared to Nia, Becky, and Jade, but she could be the wild card. So it could be a triple threat or four-way for Rhea's Women's World Title WrestleMania. She could be added to the equation. Like I said, Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan mentioned too that she was the last one eliminated by Bayley this year, and she was the runner-up the year before Rhea won. So do not count Liv Morgan out. She may be around. Another person I'm going to add to the mix. She's also seemed like, and I mentioned her earlier, do not count her out either. I see her beating as well as I said Nia and Becky and Jade. I did say that earlier, but also do not count this woman out too. And like I said, she out right now. That's how I know the roster is stacked. It's so much talent on here. And like I said, she could beat Rhea. That's where Rhea was getting a little help from Dominic. Do not count out Raquel Rodriguez. Do not count her out. Do not count Raquel out. You know, Raquel can beat her too. Raquel could be someone that may come to mix later. I know Raquel had some skin issue, something like that of some sort, and she had to take some time off. So she's sick right now, but she'll be better. And I actually started to like Raquel Rodriguez before she went out. And like I said, the reason I didn't like Raquel before because she was in the tag team with Liv Morgan, what I just mentioned, is not all that to me in ring wise. But Raquel could also be a factor. Do not count her out. And I still see Raquel Rodriguez being a future WWE Women's World Champion. She got toe to toe with Rhea. And I can see Raquel getting toe to toe with Nia. So let's not count Raquel out, and Liv Morgan could be the wild card. But like I said, Rhea, she's gonna be a champ for a year, and she gotta celebrate that. And we haven't seen a WWE Women's Champion hold the belt for a year since Bianca recently. Bianca held the belt for over a year. Becky Lynch held the belt for over a year, and now Rhea's doing it. So she's up there. I would say after this run is over with Rhea, she will be in the top echelon of the women's division. And like I said, mommy's always on top, and she's definitely at top. You know, but Rhea, she definitely needs more competition. And I cannot wait until we got to wait for Elimination Chamber. We got to wait and see at that point. We got to wait and see who is going to win Elimination Chamber. You know, that's the question I ask right now. Who will win Women's Elimination Chamber match? Because we're going to have one. And I think who's going to win? Who will win this match for Elimination Chamber for the opportunity to face Rhea Ripley for a title? You guys in the live chat in the comment section, let me know now. Who is your pick that's going to win? Like I said, I know I said it earlier, it could go a 3-way or 4-way. But if I had to pick one person right now, I would have to say Becky Lynch. That's who I would pick right now. But who's going to win the Elimination Chamber match? It's going to happen. What they're probably going to do is on Monday Night Raw, they'll have Elimination Chamber qualifying matches. Whoever qualifies for Elimination Chamber, it's going to come down to 6 women, because it's going to be upon 6 women, and 6 going to qualify. Best believe that Becky and Nia's going to be in there. Liv Morgan will be in there. Jade Cargill, if she decides to go to the Raw brand. Raquel, if she was around, I would say her too, but Raquel's out. We can add Ivy now to the mix. That'll be 4. I would say I'm gonna take Jade out because I don't know what brand she's gonna be on, but I would say Becky, Nia, Liv Morgan, Ivy now, Natalya. If I had to pick one more, maybe they'll throw Tegan Nox in there. You know, since Raquel and no Raquel around and Jade, I don't know what brand she's going to be on. If not, if Jade is there, then of course she'll be the other one. But they're going to have a women's Elimination Chamber match for the opportunity to face Rhea. And I think that's how it's going to go down. And whoever wins, you know, they're going to face Rhea. And Rhea going to do her thing. And whoever competitor is going to do their thing too. It's just inevitable. It will go down. Most definitely going to go down. But Rhea definitely has been a great champion. Great champion. I have nothing bad to say about Rhea. You know, she won, like I said, won a championship at WrestleMania 39, defeated Charlotte, and she's, like I said, she's just a great champion. She defends her title, great on the brand, and there's no other way to do it. But this is the point where she's going to get challenged. This is when Rhea's going to get challenged. This is when she's going to challenge. She will be tested. Road to WrestleMania, and definitely WrestleMania, Rhea's going to be tested, and she needs to be. This is going to show if she's at the top echelon of the women's division and a great top echelon world champion. And I think this is what it's going to have to take for Rhea to be challenged, because Rhea has not been challenged as of late as she should. She had a great match with Ivy now a couple weeks ago. You know, I know she did face her at day one. But it was a great match. I'm not saying nothing from Ivy now. But Ivy now is not on Rhea's level. Not yet. And we need to see who can dethrone Rhea. Who can dethrone this woman? Who's going to beat her? That's what we need to see. And I think we will see that at some given point. That's the question. But like I said, I think everything that I said is going to be it's pretty much cut and dry. Rhea Ripley's a great champion, and at some point, we know she's going to lose that belt. At some point in time, don't know exactly when, but it's definitely going to happen. Definitely going to happen, and it's inevitable. Like I said, Rhea can't hold to the belt forever. At some point, she's going to have to lose. But one of the women that I mentioned, I see her beating her, and also I don't know. I think Rhea's going to more like just going to promo Elimination Chamber. Whoever wins the Women's Elimination Chamber, they're going to have a stare down with Rhea, and that's going to kick off the whole rivalry to WrestleMania 40. That's the way I see it. That's how it will go down. At least the way I would. At least that's how I would book it. But Rhea's going to definitely be challenged. I don't see her having a match in Elimination Chamber. If she do, it's going to be a little squash match. But she will have a stare down with whoever wins. If it's a triple threat 4-way, she's going to have to deal with that too. It's going to be in the cards. You got to deal with it. But Rhea cannot be stopped right now. But she will be stopped. One of the best champions I've seen in a long time. I like Bianca. You know, I like her run too, but we need something a little different. And Rhea's it. Now her run's almost over, and we're gonna get something different from that. You know, but I definitely can't wait to see what's gonna happen on the road to WrestleMania with Rhea Ripley. Who's gonna challenge her, and will she lose? Will she lose the belt or retain? And whatever it's a one-on-one, triple threat 4-way, doesn't even matter. I'm very intrigued to see what's happened next with her title run. Now, I know there were times she was very defending it, but she's beaten a lot of people. Held the belt for it's going to be close to a year. But it's definitely going to be something. And I think whoever she faced, one-on-one or 4-way, no matter, it's going to be decent. I even like the match at Crown Jewel where she had the 5-way. But definitely something to look forward to. I cannot wait to see what's going to happen on the upcoming Monday Night Raw for February 5th. And it's literally kicking off the road to WrestleMania. And with that being said, that's all I have regarding the subject of Wrestling Week news, Wrestling News Week. Who will dethrone her? Who's beating Rhea for her women's title? Who will dethrone Mommy? Thank you all for coming out. We are officially in the road to WrestleMania. Get your popcorn. There's going to be a lot going on for the upcoming Raws and Smackdowns. Definitely. Soon to videos will pop up for Red Carpet Ring on YouTube. First video will be the entry history of the best in the world. The next video will be Men's Royal Rumble 2024 winners and grades. Until then, it is O-U-T.